Hi YouTube, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you'd like to work with me, all of the information will be in the description box down below. There will be an extended reading available for purchase. The link will be in the description box as well. They are $4.44, and when you click on the link, you'll be directed to the website for Divine Resolution Tarot, and you can just put the reading in your cart. Once you check out, you will receive a document immediately on the website where you can click on the link when you open it up, okay? We have thought about moving over to Vimeo, but we don't want to charge more for the readings. I'd like to keep them affordable for you all, but if you're more comfortable dealing with Vimeo, please do let me know. Just leave it in the comment section and we can get that figured out next month if that's something you all prefer. That being said, this reading is intended for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for Scorpio, this may feel very much like the message is intended for you about your Scorpio, okay? So I just always do this little shuffle very quickly here because it gives me an opportunity to take a look at the situation before I get into the spread. And it gives Spirit an opportunity to tell me anything that I need to know. I'm just going to do it one more time because I feel like there should be at least one more card that comes out. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers who are checking me out and returning subscribers. I appreciate your support and love. All right. Let's see. This one. Oh, okay. So this is strictly about love, and it's going to go from now until December 4th. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Oh my goodness. And my flowers are on the move. My Thanksgiving flowers, excuse me, Scorpio or Scorpio watchers. Oh my. All right. And this flipped out too. So not only are we supposed to see that Scorpio is in the process of healing because this was in the upright, but it looks like Scorpio is trying very hard to heal a soulmate connection, okay? We have this 1111 card here that came out sideways, so I think that Scorpio or anyone watching for Scorpio is really starting to question whether or not this person that they're dealing with could be like that twin flame connection. I do see the soulmate card out already. So there is a very strong connection between Scorpio and whomever they're dealing with. But what it's looking like to me, Scorpio, is that you walked away from a commitment recently, or in the past year even, I'd say, because you felt like it was very toxic to you, okay? Now, initially when this happened, it felt as though you lost something that you were very invested in. But as time has gone by, you're starting to see the reality of the situation, and that really it was all about progress, okay? Now, whether it was progress in the relationship you were in so you could start a new phase with that person, or progress so that you could meet someone else, either way, the cycle had to stop for that particular time because we have this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse combined with the Devil in the reverse. So there was something about the situation that made you feel as though it was not as stable as it could have been. And even though I think that you were very close to this particular individual, it was beginning to feel as though you were stuck, okay? Since you've released yourself from that energy, though, I'm seeing that you're getting a lot of attention, and that could be where you've met another suitor with this Knight of Cups coming in. But what I'm seeing here with this Eight of Wands and this Knight of Cups, I feel like Scorpio, or anyone watching for Scorpio, you may be receiving attention from more than one person in the month of November. For some of you, the person that you walked away from is trying very hard to ask for your forgiveness, and you will be turning them down. And for others of you, you're meeting someone new, or there's someone that you would like to be more emotionally available to, okay? I think, though, whatever situation you've left in the last year has left you feeling very guarded, It's almost like because you were in a space of not knowing whether or not you could ever really love again, this opportunity is something that it's taken a little bit longer for you to move on. But now in this month, even though there's still this indecision, I'm feeling as though you're making a choice. I think you're trying very hard to figure out what parts of your life you want to hold on to and what parts you want to get rid of in regards to the things you've seen in love. Because this is making me feel like, based on whatever your last situation was, you've gotten a lot of ideas about what love is and how it kind of turns out. And so if you walked away from something in the last year or even two, you may have been in a space of feeling like you would never love again. And I'm feeling like there's an opportunity here that's making you reevaluate that, and you're really starting to open up your heart to someone. Yeah. Okay. So to me, it's like, I think when you saw this person or met this person, Scorpio, if this is this new person in your life, oh, wow. And here we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse hiding. So you made the decision that you're not going back to whomever this old person was. So this to me is someone new. And if this old person does come back, you'll be turning them down, because I'm seeing a lot of communication. But it's like, through whatever the situation was, Scorpio, that you walked away from, you really learned your worth, okay? And it's like you're ready for something new. You're finally in a space where you're feeling emotionally available to be able to open up your heart to someone because you're healing. And it looks like, to me, whatever issues you were having from like your beliefs about relationships from the past has been affecting the new situation that you're in, to the point where you feel like you don't know if you can make it work or if you can really have a happy life with this person. Even though you feel a very deep connection, you're not telling this person, or you have not been telling this person, because you feel as though they are your soulmate. But the hard part about it is, based on the things that happened in the past with someone else, it's like you've been kind of keeping it to yourself, almost second guessing. But I think now Spirit has come in and started to really heal some of your old wounds, as well as whomever this person is that you've been dealing with is showing you something different, okay? So that's really making you question the way that you felt about connecting to someone. And it looks like in this month, up until December, you're going to be taking action to start moving towards them. Yeah, because whatever this connection is, it's really shown a light on some of your outdated beliefs. You weren't allowing yourself to heal from your last relationship. And so that was making it difficult for you to start something fresh. But the thing is, I believe that you've learned the lessons from your past relationship. And that's why Spirit has brought someone new into your life. Because now it's time for you to keep moving forward, okay? You don't want to get stuck contemplating your heartaches from the past. Oh, commitment is on your mind this month, Scorpio. I'm going to move this over here. So I'll pull the cards and then I'm going to let you know what I see. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. Interesting. I'm just looking here. Let me move this Hierophant over a little bit. Okay. So bottom of the deck for this spread, we have that Ten of Pentacles, and now it's coming up in the upright. So Scorpio, what I'm feeling like right off the bat from this spread is that you may be getting some communication from whoever it was that really broke your heart. Because I feel like they see you moving on, okay? Now, you have commitment on your mind, and I think that could be why this person has come back into your energy field, because you have unresolved issues with this ex or this person that you were dealing with that really broke your heart. But you also have someone new that's starting to help you open up your heart chakra. And so now this month, Scorpio, it looks like you are in a space of indecision, but you're going to have to make a decision about what you're going to do. Okay. The situation is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're in a space of feeling as though you will never go back to someone, right? There's somebody that you've been dealing with where you felt, that person that you left, that they were so toxic to you that you weren't willing to continue on with the situation. It was time for you to leave. Now, when the Five of Pentacles comes up in the reverse in this particular deck, it's making me feel as though for some of you Scorpios, your living situation may be changing as well this month. And now you're kind of stuck between a choice of deciding if you're going to go back to the old or stay with the old or go on to something new, okay? There's something that you're holding on to, and I feel like more than you're holding on to a particular ex, you're just holding on to the events of what happened in your past relationship. Could have been with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but this could be your energy too, where you're done putting work into something with someone that you feel like you can't trust, okay? When the Queen of Cups comes out in the reverse, it talks a lot about not being able to trust a particular person, okay? If this is your ex and this is your ex's energy and they're coming out as the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this person is unfaithful and they're very self-centered. This is someone who is prone to being very jealous. They're needy. They can be very smothering and suspicious, and accusing you of things that you're not doing or just making you feel like you can't have your own space. But this comes from a place of having emotional insecurity within themselves, okay? So for some of you Scorpios out there, you're making the choice to not return to a partner that sounds like what I've described. For others of you, you've made the decision that you are no longer going to invest in situations that make you feel as though you're left out from the relationship or you're the only one doing the work and no one else is showing up, okay? With this Six of Cups in the reverse and the Sun poking out at the bottom, to me, this is almost like the energy of the karmic partner, right? This is that person that you were with that taught you a lesson, but now you're starting to really see the situation for what it is. And this is something that you're not willing to invest in anymore, okay? With the Six of Cups in the reverse, again, that's the energy of feeling as though you can't count on your partner, right? You're the only person giving to a situation. And then with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, to me, this is whomever you were sharing a home with or you were feeling very committed to at one point in your life. So you're really starting to gain clarity about who this person is to you or the role that they've played in your life. And it could be, Scorpio, that some of you are in a place where you need help this month with your living situation. And there's that ex returning and saying, hey, you can stay here, right? Because you've moved on. What I will say, though, is with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this is a very difficult energy to deal with too, because this person is very possessive. So if you're leaving a relationship or you have left a relationship and someone feels as though you're moving on, they could be wanting very much to possess you as far as keeping you from moving forward, right? This is the energy of someone who uses what they have to control someone, okay? This is also kind of my card of like the gold digger. So be very careful about any offers that you receive this month if you're in a space of needing help, because I'm feeling like this is an ex that's coming in to help you just so that they can try to keep you stagnant and keep you stuck and really kind of possess you in the sense that you're an item that they don't want you to move on. Now, the thing about this with the Sun here that's making me feel as though A lot of you know that about the person you've dealt with in the past, right? Because you have that devil in the reverse. So that was something that you chose to let go of, right? You're very well aware of this person's nature. And that's more than likely why that Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. We have pretty much all of the energy coming out here because we have the Queen of Swords. So to me, what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, right off the bat, is that this is your energy and you're kind of done investing in whatever this old situation is. But now it's like the new person that you're dealing with, you're trying to move forward in a place where you can be emotionally available and allow your wounds to heal. You may be dealing with an air sign that is feeling rejected because this past person is coming through, okay? Now, whoever you were dealing with, like I said, could have been Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? But this card to me really just signifies the commitment that was broken there. I feel like there is an air sign that's going to be wanting to know what it is that you're choosing this month because it looks like I said there's some sort of situation where someone will be offering you help, and it could be multiple people, okay? What the situation looks like to you is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So if this ex is coming back to you to offer you some sort of assistance, you see it for what it is. This is not the opportunity that you want to take. It's not emotionally fulfilling. This is the kind of situation where you'll be expected to give and to be emotionally available to this person who has hurt you in the past. And it's more than likely that they will not be reciprocating. The hard part, though, is what I'm picking up on. If you're dealing with a new partner and you're going through a situation where you're having to ask for help, I'm almost feeling a lot of pride coming through because I did see an Emperor. And so if you're creating a new space with someone new, you may feel as though it's easier to go back to what's familiar until you get on your feet, right? And so what this situation could look like to you is that you're having to make a decision in love. You could feel as though your situation financially is making you have to turn down new love as well, okay? I feel as though for the Scorpios that I'm reading for, if this person is coming back into your energy field this month, you're over it and you're ready to move forward with something else. Someone is definitely getting turned down this month because you're making a decision, and that's very apparent with the Lovers in the reverse and Judgment. With this Two of Pentacles coming out, though, it's making me feel like, Scorpio, you've been in a space of juggling your old person and your new person, okay? But what I'm seeing here is that there are no second chances from Scorpio this month, and that's very much how you're feeling. I think this is that final push that you needed to be able to open up your heart to someone new and to release whoever this old person is that has been in your energy field that keeps coming around you, okay? That's what I'm really picking up on. You're getting a new awareness about what love really is. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've been very closed off. But I think that this new person has really helped change your point of view about your old relationship, okay? And now you're in a space of being strong enough to walk away once and for all and really release what it is that's not in alignment with your highest good, okay? What the situation feels like to you is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So I think that this situation could very much feel as though you have the opportunity to have a one-night stand with your ex, if that is what you want. This situation may be triggering you in some way that it's got you feeling as though you don't want to commit to anyone because you're revisiting the past and it's triggering that kind of fight or flight mechanism inside of you, where you're thinking about how relationships end in a way that just really hurts you and you feel like you don't ever see the fruits of your labor, right? I'm just looking here. because this is an interesting energy. It's like you're not willing to forgive this person, okay? I'm feeling like with this particular person, whomever your ex-partner was, they were not only inconsistent, but they were very promiscuous, okay? I think that this situation is going to cause a little bit of a delay in your healing, but it's something that you really don't want to put any effort into. You don't have any enthusiasm as far as rekindling this particular situation. I feel like you may revisit it briefly, but you're in a space of really wanting to do what's best for you, and you don't want to revisit lessons you've already learned. I think this person will come in and they will try very hard to apologize to you, but I don't feel like you want to hear it. You're not in a area in your life anymore where you want to forgive them. Because I think, too, you're a little bit peeved with this old person because you've met someone new that you would like to move on with, but you feel, you feel as though whatever happened in your past relationship, it made you feel as though you're unequipped to make a relationship work. And so you're frustrated with this old person because even though you've released them from your life, you're still feeling stuck and you're still feeling very hurt by the way things ended. And then you feel very frustrated at the fact that you don't feel as though you can move on with your life, not because you're stuck on this particular person, but because they've made you feel like you're not able to have a relationship, like you're not able to, like you don't have what it takes, or like your best isn't good enough. I'm picking up on some anger that's unresolved with this particular person that you've dealt with in the past. And it's not even so much anger about what's happened and what they've done to you. It's anger about how their actions in the past are affecting your future now, okay? What you're going to want to do is judgment. So to me, this is you making that final decision, with the Hierophant coming out as well and the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. This might be the situation that you need to really propel you into being able to move forward with your new partner, okay? Because with that Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles coming out sideways, to me, this is like, you know that you need to not only heal yourself, but maybe you need to confront this person. You're feeling like you need to tell this person, like you don't understand what you did to me. You don't understand how your actions affected my future or my life, right? Yeah, because I've been in this space of feeling, like I lost something and I couldn't move forward with someone. I'm almost wondering, Scorpio, for some of you new people, when that Queen of Swords came out and it looks like she's asking you to make a decision, if you haven't been putting someone on hold because you're trying to deal with your emotional baggage from your last relationship, right? And so now this person, you could feel like you're losing someone because you're not willing to seize the opportunity, And I think this other person, this water energy that's coming through, or the earth sign, you're very angry because you're like, wow, I've wasted so much time feeling bad about you that I had this person in my life and I didn't even feel like I could be what they needed. I didn't feel like I could be there for them. I didn't feel like I could, get over my grief about us, and you weren't even really worth the tears. And now the person that I do really want to be with, I've made them so confused, they might be walking out on me, right? Taking a long time to commit because you're always looking at the past, right, Scorpio? So this month, this is going to dredge up a lot of emotions for you. You're going to be a little bit confused about where you stand. I don't feel like you want to go back to this ex-partner, but I do feel like there's a lot that needs to be said. And I also feel like you need to make a decision about this new person that you're dealing with, okay? The reason why this is all happening and what Spirit wants you to know is the Devil in the reverse. So when you walked away from whatever that commitment was, you still had a lot of, it's like you removed yourself from the toxicity, but it's kind of what we've talked about, where it's like it still affected you in such a way that you weren't able to move forward with your future, okay? I feel like this new person has come into your life and they've really opened your eyes to what love is. And this is a really nice opportunity for you, Scorpio. But the hard part is that you still need to deal with some of your unresolved issues about moving into a new commitment or a new relationship and being emotionally available, okay? So if you're in a space of, your ex coming back and offering you some sort of financial assistance or even contacting you about a living situation, this is happening so that you can have that final push that you need to really move away from this toxic energy. Because even though you've taken it out of your physical space, you're still very much in conflict with yourself, right? Based on what you've seen from this particular situation. Give me anything else, Spirit, that you would like Scorpio to know, or anyone watching for Scorpio, about why this is all happening. Yeah, I feel like Scorpio, whomever you were dealing with, that's what I was going to say. This is a karmic partner that you have had a really hard time not going back to. This is someone that's been very in and out of your life over the years. And it's like no matter what you do or what you give or how you go back, it's always that missed opportunity. But you're not having the clarity to really move on from this connection. I feel like whatever the separation was with you two this time, it was different to the point that you don't physically want to go back. But with this Knight of Swords, it's showing me that your mind always goes back to this broken home, okay? And it's making moving forward very slow because you want to give somebody that love. But the hard part is your mind is elsewhere. Your mind is on all of the things that went wrong last time, right? Because here you are thinking about that person that betrayed you and you're allowing it to affect your new love, right? Tell me, Spirit, please, what is the secret of the High Priestess for Scorpio? Yeah. So the Hermit talks a lot about looking at the past and looking at the things that happened. And it talks about learning from your past mistakes. The thing about this particular situation is that you're not trusting your intuition, because I feel like this new person, there's things coming out sideways, like when that Four of Wands came out sideways and then our Six of Cups is coming out, and it's like, yeah, see this, oh my gosh. Hold on, I'll talk about this in a minute. But what I was going to say about the Hermit and the High Priestess, it's like you know what you feel for this new person, right? But you're allowing your experiences to cloud your judgment. It's time for you to start trusting your intuition, because with this High Priestess coming out, that's making me almost feel like that's that divine guidance that cuts through the toxicity of the devil, right? That devil's energy. This is the enlightenment. And with the Hermit, he focuses a lot on actions and things that have happened. You're not allowing yourself to grow from the situation. You're stagnating. It's like because of this ending with this old person and the way that it ended, or the fact that, you tried very hard and it wasn't enough, that's what you're focusing on, okay? There are lessons here, but you're focusing on the wrong parts of the situation, and that's keeping you stuck, okay? It's time to get out of your head because the situation happened. so that you could have a second chance at love, but not with this person. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. This happened so that you could have this this kind of emotional rebirth. Okay, that's why this person's coming back. It's time for you to make that decision and decide where you want your life to go now. Okay, this is kind of you being that phoenix that's rising up from the ashes, you know, and you're transforming into this King of Cups energy where you can be emotionally vulnerable and available and give and receive love. Now, what I was going to say about this is that you have an opportunity for this 10 of Pentacles to come out in the upright. And if you remember in our initial spread, it was in the reverse and you walked away, right? The hard part, though, is with the Fool, the Tower, the 9 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness. So whatever your partner did, she or he was very deceptive to you. Okay. And I think there's a lot of like unanswered questions about why things didn't work. And that's probably another reason that you're having trouble moving forward. But what I'm seeing is that you've been trapped so emotionally and so mentally that you're avoiding this fresh start to be able to have this real commitment with someone else, okay? I'm just looking. Yeah, I think that especially with this, it's like you have to make a decision about which path you're going to take and which person you're going to deal with. You know, are you going to go back to the old or are you going to do something new? And to me, this is like the Queen of Swords in the reverse is that ex person, right? Queen of Wands in the reverse is often the mistress. So this could have been a situation where you were in a very unhappy living situation and you met someone new and then you walked away and your ex now is trying to keep you from starting a new life with the person you met, okay? Yeah, but the thing is that one person in the equation, it's like if you don't make a choice, you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose everyone. Soon there won't be a choice to be made for you anymore because everyone's going to remove themselves from the situation and you'll be standing there by yourself, okay? Now, this could be people watching for Scorpio, or it could be Scorpio's energy, so please take it how it resonates. It's never my intention to offend anyone. I only tell you what I see, okay? So energies that could help is the 7 of Wands. Now, if you're dealing with your old person and they're coming back into your life, oh my goodness, that's that old person that I was just talking about. It may actually help you or heal you to hear what they have to say, okay? Because this is a situation where you're having an opportunity to cut that final toxicity out of your life once and for all. And it's not so much this person, it's more the behavior and the patterns that you've learned after this happened, okay? Tell me about the 7 of Wands, please. I also think if you're dealing with someone else, Scorpio, yeah, it's unfair of you to keep your guard up so high when this person hasn't done anything to you. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like because you've been in a space of not being able to move on, it's almost like you have this codependency on the past. You know, you are using that as an excuse to not move forward because it's a way for you to protect your heart with this new person by saying, you know, I'm not ready to move on. I'm not ready to move on from this ending or whatever was unfair about this ending. But it's really an excuse to not commit to this new person, right? because you're not doing the work to allow yourself to heal and to end this cycle. All right, Scorpio. What you don't know or you should consider is the Four of Cups. So it's time for you to really think about, why are you turning down emotional opportunities in your life? Okay. And when the Four of Cups comes out, like I was saying, that talks a lot about missing an opportunity, but you're missing the opportunity because you're looking at the things in the past that turned out to only be temporary, and you're feeling as though you don't have what it takes to get this off the ground. Okay. It's not so much a matter of being emotionally available. It's a matter of you being very dissatisfied with the way things happened in the past. And you're being very hard on yourself. Okay. You're looking at the situation through a lens of, everything I do doesn't work. Everyone I love doesn't love me back. Everything I invest in never gets off the ground. And you're taking this and you're making it all about you. When in reality, whatever the situation is with that ex, they're coming through as someone who was untrustworthy. They're coming through as someone who is possessive, someone who is shallow, someone who is disloyal, someone who uses people really just to get what they want. And they're very controlling, okay? So I think, Scorpio, that you really need to understand, if you were in a space of being with someone that they had a habit of blaming you for their shortcomings, it's time for you to really see the situation for what it is, and to realize that you're turning down opportunities because you're seeing yourself through the lens that your last partner saw you through. And that's not in alignment with who you are, right? It's time for you to release the things that are keeping you stuck. For some of you, that's a very poor self-image or self-esteem. But when the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles come out in the reverse, this is someone who is very emotionally manipulative, and they play these games to make you, it's like they devalue you so that you won't leave, so that you won't think you deserve better, okay? Spirit wants you to understand and to really think about, are you missing out on opportunities for new love because you're still holding on to the way this person has made you feel about yourself? This is almost the energy of feeling as though you don't deserve to be loved based on what you've been told in the past or the way things have gone in the past. And so you turn down new love because you feel like you're not worthy of it, okay? This is something that Spirit wants you to really consider. Energies that could hurt, the Lovers in the reverse. So you have an opportunity for love, okay? What's going to hurt you is if you turn that down because you can't move forward. And I feel like if this ex is coming back into your physical space, it's so that you can release your baggage and maybe really see things for what they are, right? Because this judgment, it's like whether we were good or we were bad or whatever we thought we were in life, this is the final say. This is you seeing things through an entirely new pair of eyes, okay? And I feel like this new person who has come in and shown you maybe unconditional love, that's really helped you to kind of feel differently about your ex-partner, okay? But it looks like you're still holding on to some of that residual. So I would recommend you do a lot of work on yourself and really loving yourself, okay? Hopefully, too, with what it looks like to you with this Ace of Cups in the reverse, this can talk about internal love. So I'm hoping for some of you Scorpios, you've gotten to a place where you love yourself so much that you really just kind of see through whatever this ex-partner's game is and you turn them down, okay? So the Lovers in the reverse for energies that can hurt. If you turn that down because you're afraid of commitment, right? If you refuse to explore something new based on what you've seen in the past, that's really going to hurt you, okay? Because I feel like with that Six of Cups that came through, and with that Four of Wands that came through, this next partner, it's like there's the end of the karmic cycle, and this next partner is someone that you have a really deep soul connection to, okay? If you turn them down because you are afraid of what could happen or you feel unworthy, that's going to hurt, okay? So if you make a decision to allow this old person to come back into your space and guilt trip you into feeling as though you need to apologize to them, right? You're giving up your power. I'm just looking. This is a really sad energy. I feel like for some of you Scorpios, you make conflict about an opportunity that is unnecessary. Because with this Seven of Swords, to me in the reverse, this is coming out as a self-sabotaging card. Okay? So don't sabotage yourself. I feel like you give up. You're giving up before you even start. Some of you Scorpios or people watching for Scorpio are in the habit of starting arguments so that you don't have to have difficult conversations. And then some of you get very close to saying what you want to say or extending that offer or accepting that offer only to be triggered and remember the betrayal from the past. Okay. You do have choices to make this month. I think the main choice for you, Scorpio, is whether or not you're going to sabotage yourself in love. Okay. And if you are dealing with someone from your past because they are resurfacing, it's very important for you to remember that the whole purpose of this and what Spirit wants you to consider is that there's something very toxic that needs to be released here. And even though I do see that physical distance, it's still affecting you to the point that you are feeling unworthy of something new, okay? And you deserve to have love and you deserve to be loved. Spirit wants that for you, or this Ten of Pentacles wouldn't have come out with this Hierophant, okay? Because it's showing me that this is a divine connection. This is a divinely orchestrated connection. And you are missing out on this opportunity because you're afraid of what could happen, right? This is you being very afraid. Oh, Scorpio, it will be okay. Let's pull some advice cards for you. Give me advice, Spirit, for Scorpio for the month of November. Oh, I like it. I'm sorry, Scorpios, or people watching for the sign of Scorpio, because I feel your energy. And a lot of you are very tortured by what happened in the past, but it's not you, okay? You deserve to be loved. It's time to allow yourself to be loved and to let love in. Let me see. One more for my Scorpios, please. Give me something good. Oh, it didn't want to come out. There we go. Thank you. Decisions, that's what we were saying, and wisdom. Let go of the need to control. Trust in the wisdom of a divine plan. For you Scorpios out there who are self-sabotaging or sabotaging love and relationships, that is a control mechanism, okay? It's time for you to release and to start understanding that, like I said, that divine connection that came in, you can trust that, okay? Trust in the wisdom of a divine plan. Now, with that Hierophant in the reverse, he doesn't have the wisdom he needs because he's focusing on the wrong experiences, and that's how he is forming his truths about life, right? It's time for you to let go of the behaviors you've been exhibiting as far as love, okay? And that's because you're feeling this need to control the situation and not allow it to flow authentically because you're afraid, okay? But there is a divine plan. It's time for you to trust in that. It's time for you to really get the wisdom from this past situation that you were intended to receive, but instead you're focusing on the wrong thing, right? Then we have decisions. Honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. Now, for some of you, with this person coming back into your space, you will be unsure as to whether or not you can move on with this new person because it'll trigger a lot, okay? But if you look at a situation and you feel as though it's not in alignment with you, even just a little bit, or if you're unsure, it needs to be a no, okay? Especially because you're in a space of still trying to get emotionally stable after the situation you've been in. Don't let someone play on your heartstrings or guilt trip you or manipulate you emotionally, okay, or devalue you. If someone's made you feel that way, then that's a no, right? Not only that, but I think some of you have lost sight of what you wanted because of the situation that you've come out of recently. It's time for you to start reconnecting to yourself, okay? I'm going to take this over to the extended reading. And I think for this particular situation, I'm going to look at how your ex-partner is viewing you or viewing the situation, feeling about you, what they want and what their intentions are, and what their immediate actions and their future actions will be. But I'm also going to take a look at this new person and their energy field and what I'm feeling from them, so that you can have a little bit more wisdom to make your decisions this month, okay? So we'll look at both people. For some of you, you're only dealing with an ex. For some of you, you're trying to release any baggage to be able to move on to someone new. But either way, looking at both parties and the things that I listed should give you more clarity, okay? All right, Scorpio, I have enjoyed reading for you, and I will see you over in the extended reading. I'll also pull you some more oracle cards over there too. In the meantime, you all take care of yourselves, and please do feel free to like the video if you liked it. Subscriptions are always appreciated, and I love reading your comments. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.